July 4th just passed, and it has confirmed something that I've thought for a long time now, but I wasn't sure that I really wanted to voice it. And I don't know if I've ever done it on this podcast. I know that I wanted to last year. I know that I wanted to the year before that, but I don't know that I did. But I hate fireworks. I hate them now. I think it's too much. It's too much fireworks. When I was growing up, I lived in the trailer park, and this is what I would get. I would get bottle rockets, usually 2 Roman candles, and black cats. But that's mainly what we had was bottle rockets and black cats. And the black cats would go on way too long, and I'm sure people got annoyed with me because, some we would set off in the pack to where it would sound like a machine gun went off. But I like to separate them because that was all I had. So if you set the whole pack off, it was gone. I like to break it down into individual little pieces, and then I would use it to blow up things, I would set a G.I. Joe on top, or I wasn't really cruel with animals, but I remember guys telling me they would put a black cat in a frog's mouth. I was like, what? I loved frogs. I never would do that. But we would, just blow up little things. It was fun. And I really enjoyed that. But that's all we had. We had bottle rockets went, pew, pow, and then it popped. And that was it. That was really it. Now it just feels like everybody has the big fireworks show. Like we would go, back then it would be like, hey, do you want to go to the high school and watch the fireworks show? And that would be the big show. But now it feels like everybody in the neighborhood has the big show. At my house, fortunately it didn't wake up my kids, so I was okay with it. But I remember hearing people say that someone has PTSD and that the fireworks could trigger them, and I thought, well, that's ridiculous. But then as I was laying here on the 4th, I thought, as the fireworks went well on into the night, I'm like, I don't have any idea what war is like, and I don't know what PTSD is like. But I was like, it sounds like a war is going on outside. I live in a neighborhood, and there was fireworks from every direction. And I do like watching a fireworks show. A fireworks display is really fun, but I just think it's out of control. I don't want them to be illegal. I don't want people to not be able to do them. But I just, and especially when they'll also have fireworks on the 3rd, and you'll also have them on the 5th. It's like, give it a rest, guys. Give it a rest. Especially when I read something one time where it was like the founding fathers, for the celebration of the 4th, they wanted people to fire off guns and shoot them. But I'm like, at that time there were way less people, way less neighborhoods, way less. And I'm not telling anybody not to do it. I'm just complaining about it because I was like, this is wild. And I don't, as you know, I'm not a huge fan of dogs, so I don't really care. But I did read a meme. I lost the meme, but it was like it showed like this little yapping dog, and it was like suddenly the little yapping dog doesn't like loud noises, and I think that's funny. But I'm just not into it, and I also feel like we're like celebrating freedom when everything's like too expensive to live. Like, I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. I'm not trying to complain about the country. As always, I love living in America. I love the country.